I am so sick of seeing on my phone there that woman's ass.
You need a mic.
Claire,
Claire.
this is episode like 70. Get your microphone.
Not a professional, all right?
It's been a
I do my best. That's
been
what
a
I
busy
do.
morning, and your
Is that okay?
little Dickie's got a headache. How you feeling, love? You all right?
Always. I'm all right. I've got a headache. Every time before we go on the road to leave, I always think I'm getting sick
So do I.
because I'm anxious.
I used to do it about
School.
like parties on the weekend and stuff. I used to like.
At least you
worry-
got invited to parties.
I used to worry that.
What a
That I was
problem.
getting sick and stuff, but
You poor darling.
But
Because
anyway.
you were so excited.
well, I don't know. I think it's just a part of like some anxious people. They make this shit up in their head, like we do. But interestingly enough, you think you might have sinus-related headaches. Interesting, like to see what people's reaction in the comment section is, because Claire's been having these horrible headaches for a few months now, and then does a sinus rinse.
I felt
and-
5 years younger.
and they feel he's better. So that's
It's quite nice.
that's hopefully the causal.
I can't believe it took me that
cause.
long to realise that maybe it was sinus because it runs in my family. Like mum's got bad sinus,
Runny noses.
runny noses. Well, that's what I thought sinus was, but there's heaps more to it. You can get really hectic pain,
Yeah.
all this shit. And I was like, nah, I don't have sinus. I've just got stress headaches.
You know,
I think I have
JFK,
Very well.
when his head blew off, it was just from bad sinus. It wasn't even, there was no bullet involved.
Just from a snotty nose.
He just went, oh, God, my head hurt.
Just need a bit of Sudafed.
Yeah. Well,
Jerry Seinfeld's coming to Australia. I just
is
saw.
he? Oh, that'd be cool. We should go to that.
Can we take Addie?
Probably not.
Jerry would let us.
Jerry, hello.
You gotta meet the baby.
Welcome to the Mum and Dad Show,
Welcome.
ladies and gentlemen. Episode number, who knows, something.
50 something? 60 something?
67?
67.
68? Oh.
I'll have a look while we're talking. Fantastic to be here. My name is Isaac Butterfield. This is Claire Butterfield. This is Atticus Butterfield. And Caleb Lobdog is behind.
Caleb Butterfield.
Caleb Butterfield.
Caleb Butterfield. Soon to be Caleb Butterfield as he marries into the family.
One of us.
One of us. We're up to episode 64.
64.
Yeah, we should do a live episode. Claire said no to this the other day, but I think if I put her under the pressure of the cameras.
It's not too bad until you look down and see how many people are watching, and you're like, oh,
No.
I can't say anything racist.
Well, then I just don't even talk.
What's the point of being alive?
I know, but like I think you'd be really good on it. But we've done it with the ghost grannies. We did a live show there at Maitland
I was a
Jail.
nervous wreck for the whole week leading up to it.
You were-
It was hideous.
You were pregnant and you nailed it.
I think it was fucking shocking. They did great. Isaac did great.
Well, I mean that just goes without
But
saying.
no,
Ladies
I
and
didn't
gentlemen.
enjoy it. Like, I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. But, I don't know.
What was your first time doing?
It was very nerve-wracking having, like, a bunch of people just staring at you. I
Since you you're a performer in your early life. Since
was
you,
a showgirl.
she was a
See?
singer and
See?
a very good singer.
Oh,
and,
I wanted to start a rumour.
sorry, she was a stripper, a very good
No,
stripper.
showgirl.
She was this very bad stripper, terrible.
Cinnamon.
Kept pulling off her undies and there were big skid marks on them.
Oh, no.
The Dickie special.
I let me regular sniff him.
Who was your regular?
Barry.
Barry, and his head exploded from the sinus related.
I wasn't
injury.
really any of those things.
You were a singer.
Oh, yes, I was a singer.
Very good. Very good.
I was a singer looking to make
singer.
it big in the city.
I was going to make it to the city and make it big. So
That's right.
yes, we could do one maybe for episode 100. Maybe. Let's just see.
Oh,
where we're
I'd
at.
do it if it was. Can we do it live here and people just watch it that way?
We could do that.
I just don't like the idea of going somewhere. One, I don't think, and I'm not doing this to say, like, you know, people are like, oh my God, I'm so fat, and you're not fat. I don't think that many people would go.
I think you're too fat to do a live show.
I am too fat to do a live show. I don't think that many people would go.
Well, you'd be
So
surprised.
I think that then I'd be like a nervous wreck for weeks, and then 10 people would show up.
What if I just surprised you with a live show at the Melbourne Comedy Festival next year? And I just said,
No.
I think
No,
it-
because it'll be
Right.
on a day where I have fucking acne or something, and something will be
Asperger's.
flaring up. Me autism will be flaring, and
Oh,
Addie wouldn't
no.
have slept, and
Yeah.
I'll forget me meds or something, and there'll be people everywhere, and oh,
It'll be interesting to see the real what happens with Addy on the road, because we've been on the road with him before. We've been on holidays with him. We've
take
never.
us back.
We're about to go tomorrow away to Melbourne for a couple of
nervous.
days, and then when this goes out this week, we're going to go to Dubbo, Bathurst, and Forbes for some shows.
Dubbo Zoo.
We're going to go stay at Dubbo Zoo. That'll be fun. But yeah, we're gonna see what it's like having a little man along with us for the journey. So
He's a roadie like me.
it's going to be really interesting to see how what it's like backstage with the bub and because forever and a day when I was backstage by myself, and you would be out selling merch for the last 3 years, and so now I'm going to have you guys both backstage with me. So it'll be great.
Will we throw off your groove?
Well, my groove is just pain, shock, and fear. That's all
fair.
I'm doing. So I might give off some cranky vibes, but I'm not cranky. I'm just panicking. You know what I'm like before I go on stage. I'm a fucking.
It's because you care. It's good.
I do care. I don't.
Once you're comfortable, it means you're done.
Because people spend money to come to the shows, and good money, and particularly at the moment, interest rates
100%.
just went up again.
We're all fucked.
People are struggling to make ends meet. And then I say, hey, I'm putting on a show, come and spend $60 and come and see me.
Exactly.
If I don't perform, if I don't really give them that $60 worth to take them out of their lives for that hour, then, I've failed as a comedian and as an entertainer, and I've basically stolen from these people. Now, a lot of people will go to a show and they'll go, oh, I didn't like this, I didn't like that. But if you really don't like a show, you're really quite upset. You think it's a bit of a waste. And I know I've had people go to shows before and they've walked out because they don't like the jokes or whatever. And that
But they
happens.
laugh up to everything else to a certain point.
Some people have just, I don't know if they just don't know me at all.
I think some people just go out on the piss and they're like,
It's a comedy show,
look,
let's go.
There's 3 seats left, and they'll be like, oh, this will be fun. And they go in, and there'll be
just like-
some Karen there just going, who the fuck's this bearded guy?
Well, I think I'm opening the show with stuff about pregnancy and all the things to do with pregnancy. So I actually thought of a joke this morning that is, I'm going to somehow bring in what's happening in the Middle East, in Palestine, into that pregnancy bit. So we'll test the audience straight up.
Making the security guard earn his money.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Absolutely.
Well, how's that? That's the difference. I don't know if we should talk about that, but the security we get for this year's tour is
Hectic.
they're all ex-special forces.
So don't fuck with us.
You just got snipers in the top rows.
Well,
Yeah, we fucking need
might
it.
have
We
to.
need snipers.
We might need the old snippers, the old
These
snippers.
lefty fucking blue hairs, they're hectic.
The blue
they
hooters.
throw bloody protein balls.
Somebody sent me this. Actually, I won't talk about that because I didn't want to tell you about that.
What?
Now we're gonna know.
It was this guy. He's like a Muslim sheikh, or no, he's not a sheikh.
He's a sheet.
He's a sheikh. He's a sheikh, like a.
He identifies as a bed sheet.
No, a spiritual leader, but he's not. He's not that at all. No,
Sounds like he plays Skyrim to me.
possibly. He is a He's got a following over. I don't know where he's from. But he was talking about Palestine the other day, and then this guy from the Australian reached out to me and said, this guy's threatened you before. And I was like, fucking has he? So I went back through his thing and I Googled
We don't know him. How can he threaten you?
Oh, it was over some jokes that I'd made about Muhammad.
Which one?
Or Allah. Well, that's
Anyone?
the thing. I mean, if you get the shits about me making jokes about your God, but not other people's gods, then that's just ridiculous.
Don't get it.
Well, it's actually a big no-no in Islam to
No, I understand that. I
talk
just
about.
if it's really
Allah.
offending you and you hate it and it's all these things, like I hate the Melbourne Cup, I don't watch it.
Yeah, just don't watch it.
Just don't watch it. Like, I don't know. So
But
what did he
even
say
if-
to you?
Oh, it was all about this uprising and all this type of stuff. And, brothers and sisters, let's get out there and defend Allah.
What is it on Shrek? Get your stones and pitchforks.
That's literally what it was. And so there was he's only got a small following, but there was 60 or 70 people in the comments going, let's do it. Let's. And I was just like, oh. Because the thing is, I think it was Lewis Spears last year after the
God, that was great.
after the Dalai Lama tongue kissed a child, which was different. He had a whole group of
oh, how
was
good.
it Buddhists?
And he sold out the shows too.
Yeah, he did really well. Anyway, this whole group of
Peaceful Buddhists.
peaceful Buddhists camped out the front of the thing, being upset at him because he made a joke about the Dalai Lama tongue kissing a kid, which the Dalai Lama definitely. Maybe didn't kiss the kid, but definitely
Certainly
put the
did
tongue,
not.
Definitely some tongue
There was
action.
some tongue in the mouth.
He
and
didn't not kiss him.
No.
Hello,
Excuse
pooches.
me.
What's going on?
As I look at the dogs run in, excuse me.
Want some water?
Yes, please. So I'm just getting choked up because it's coming up to Christmas and I'm excited. I saw one of my Christmas presents over there that Claire got me.
Oh yeah. I got us a mattress topper
Nice.
because, well, we went
I'd been
somewhere.
talking
You'd
about
been
it.
talking about a mattress topper, and unfortunately, I wasn't wise. And
I'm a weirdo. I thought the mattress toppers were too expensive. They're like $200 or something.
this one was on sale.
Fuck yeah.
Black Friday sales, if you can say that. I don't know. What are they doing?
African American Friday sales. And I was like, nah, that's too expensive for me. I don't want to get that. But like, if Addie wants a rock and a stick, that's like $400. I'm happy to buy it.
But yes, I got him a mattress topper. And in my usual fashion, I didn't know the package was coming. And Isaac got the package and then he saw the presents. And this has happened now about 3 times and I can't hide the presents from him.
Well, I just said, what's that? And then I saw there was a bit of a rip in the bag, and it looked like something you'd put like a pillow or what's the fucking thing you put on your bed?
A throw.
Nah, yeah, a throw.
A doona.
A doona.
Yes.
I thought it was that. And I was
Yes.
like, nah, it wouldn't be a doona. I was like, is this a mattress topper? And you went, oh my God, you've picked it, you fucking dog. Ruined.
Well, it's hard though. Like it's like we live together.
We
We do everything together, which is lovely. But it's hard for me to hide presents from you because you're always there, and I don't know where to.
There was at the front door, Claire. We got home at the same time.
I
'Cause
know.
we're in
but
the car together.
You were quicker than me.
Well, I thought if you knew what it was, you'd run and say, don't touch it, dickhead.
It takes me a while to process things.
Fair enough.
I'm not the quickest.
But you are the best.
Thank you.
You're not the spoodiest, but you
No,
are.
I'm not.
Just a bit of a side note. I was just
what?
listening to Joe Rogan's podcast with Adam Greentree, friend of the show, friend of the channel, friend of the family. And Howsy gave me a shout out on Rogan's podcast.
Oh, that's hot. Can we hold up the candle?
Where is he?
I don't know where he is.
It's over there.
Is that Dana?
No, that's Dana.
Oh,
I don't know where the
I'll hold
Rogan.
him up too.
I don't know where the Rogan
Rogan's
candle is.
funny. He's always with us.
So they were talking about the Tasmanian tiger, and then what did we go looking for? We went for big cats.
Yeah.
We were talking about doing a Tasmanian tiger hunt, which I think we should still do at some point. Perhaps up in the Barrington Tops or somewhere. And Greentree said, said to Joe, I was talking about doing that with my friend Isaac Butterfield, that big tall comedian guy that you met when he was in Austin. And Joe said, yeah. And I went, oh.
He's sitting there just jerking off.
I was just sitting on the toilet just jerking it.
Just keep buffering back to where you said.
Yeah. I've actually made a remix that I just listen to before I go to bed. Yeah, so Joe's thought about me for a split second, so I'm the happiest man that's ever lived. It's funny because, and I know that I'm a mad fanboy of Joe, and that probably is quite off-putting for him. But
I
without,
think it would be. I think all of his friends think he's fucking sick.
well, he got me into it didn't get me into stand-up, but listening to his podcast
He pushed you for it.
It
yeah.
really did, and it that was the thing about podcasts at the time, is there wasn't that many. Like now, everyone's doing a podcast. Every fucking dickhead and his dog is doing a podcast.
Us.
And some are awful, some are okay. But back then, Rogan was. This is 8 years ago.
He stood alone.
He was one of the only people doing it, and people were laughing at there was this guy Howard Stern, if you've ever heard of him, radio host from America, very very big, had been involved in satellite radio for many years, talking mad shit about podcasts, and now look at where that is. Like people just don't listen to any other type of radio other than podcasts. So. But yeah, I remember listening to a podcast episode with Joe and Joey Diaz, who's a comedian in America, very funny guy.
I love his voice so much.
Hey, cocksuckers. I can't do
so
it very well,
good.
but he's a Cuban guy. And they were talking about open mics and how they got started and writing 5 minutes of material. And without that...
And that was the push you needed at the time.
Well, it was the key to sort of opening it up, yeah. And without that, we wouldn't be here making this show. So that's why I get a bit of a stiffy.
He's your fave.
Yeah.
He's your boy.
Me hot boy.
Oh, like me with Dana White.
Yeah, the hot dog. And you've met Dana and you got heaps excited. Didn't you?
I wonder if he remembers.
Oh, he remembers. He'd never forget little Dickie.
He's a legend. What a cool dude.
I wanted to just raise a question with you.
Uh-oh.
Actually, let's raise
Have we
it.
moved on from the mattress topper?
Do you want to go back to the mattress
No,
topper?
I'm just checking we're all on the same page.
We're on the same page.
He's getting a mattress topper for Christmas because we're old people.
What else do I need? I don't need anything else.
I just want to get you something cute.
Thank you.
Go on, sorry.
We let's ask Caleb this.
Oh.
Caleb, what day or what time of the year, what date rather, is the date that you should. It's okay to set up your Christmas tree.
We spoke about this last podcast.
Did we?
Not on camera, we didn't. Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, fuck.
Well, the answer is November 1st. Okay?
November 1st.
But to reiterate, I think, well, last time we spoke about it, I said December 1st, but I'm starting to lean back to a bit in November because I'm kind of like, fuck, it's a bit annoying to set up a Christmas tree.
Exactly.
If I'm going to have it up for 3-4 weeks.
Exactly. Get it up for 2 months. That's what we did. So we're Christmased out. I've been up on the roof, pulling everything out, pulling myself off. It's all been happening. We're
Joe
down.
Rogan's the star at the top.
Joe Rogan baubles.
Joe Rogan baubles on my face. So the tree's set up. Everything's happening. We haven't got the Christmas lights up yet because we're going away this weekend, but we will get those
We have
done.
the candy canes up.
We have the
We're not
candy
animals.
canes out. We're not fruits.
Yes.
But that is the big plan. And Dickie, it's all happening.
I'm so excited.
Christmas is here. Claire's got Christmas music playing in the background with Addie's playing on the floor. What do we get? We got these big mats. We won't shout out the company because they didn't give them us for free. So
The mats.
mats, they're really nice mats. They're really like soft and supple and cool.
Really good for
Soft and
bubs.
supple.
Great for Bubs. And so Addie's playing on that with his blocks and his toys and this and that, and he's listening to Christmas carols in the background. What a great time of year, Dixon.
I'm trying to set up a tradition, and I want him to have these beautiful core memories, so I want to start them now. So then it's just every year's the same.
Yeah.
The house smells like gingerbread. We got carols on, lights, trees. We've got the pajamas. We've got his stocking. Got a really nice old school Christmas stocking on Etsy.
The it's got Santa on it and Atticus's name in gold like lettering. And
So good.
it's so cool because I've still got mine. I think Mum's got it at
I've still
her
got mine
house.
too.
Do you? From when you're above, like that's something you carry through.
We're setting up traditions. It's so.
I personally wanted to just give him a garbage bag, but Claire was like, "No, you're gonna have him a stocking."
He needs a special stocking.
Didn't you get him a Santa sack too?
Yes.
What's the Santa sack thing? I don't understand that.
I can't believe you didn't have Santa sacks growing up.
Caleb, Santa sacks?
We had Santa sacks. It was just like just full of little random shit, right?
What the
Certainly
fuck am
was.
I? Where have I been?
I don't know what happened at your house.
You're getting the big gifts.
Yeah.
Jeez, it makes me sick.
But we had a stocking that would hang on the doors near the kitchen. And then we had a big Santa sack and little presents under the tree.
Right.
And it was magical. You start with the stocking. That's where the nougat pudding would be. Then I'd make my way past the lounge, heading to
the
the
Dixons
tree.
and the bloody nougat puddings.
The Darrelly nougat pudding.
Claire's mum gets me one every year, and then I never eat it.
I eat it.
Some hero eats it.
Well, I like those traditions because I saw this thing on Instagram the other day, and it was like the traditions we do now with Addie, he'll pass down to his little children.
Very
too,
true, very true. And
If he thinks they're cool.
we got him, Claire got him this little, like, you almost call it a chopping board. It's not. But it's got, like, engraved on it, like, Santa's snacks and what to put here. And I got him
And a countdown.
an account. Oh, does it got a countdown on it too?
Separate thing.
Very shades. And I've got a little box, Santa's lunch box that I bought. It's just a box. I got it from TK Maxx.
Oh.
And it's just like a little chest. But in it, because we got the dogs here, and
Pepper.
Pepper can't be controlled, I want to leave, I want to leave a whiskey out for Santa. I want to leave some biscuits.
A whiskey.
Yeah.
He's having milk.
He's fucking sick of milk.
Claire, he's going from house to house drinking gallons of milk.
You left out piss for Santa?
No. We used to leave a beer out.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's milk.
Boo.
I'm sorry, but I'll
about-
have to put my foot down
What about
here.
milk with a little bit of whiskey in it?
That's fine. I just don't want Addie seeing bloody piss out.
But it's for Santa.
Doesn't matter.
He's
I want it
worked
being
all
magical.
year.
I
He
want
wants it-
cookies and milk and
Yeah,
carrot.
cookies. And what about the carrots?
Bailey's. Compromise.
Bailey's. Okay.
That's still magical looking.
That is still magical looking.
Okay, done.
But what about the carrots for the reindeer? Do I chew them up and spit them out?
Yes.
Yes, good.
And I got little footprints
Yep.
to put some icing sugar or flour so we can see Santa's boots through the
Probably
house.
should do flour because otherwise Pepper will eat all of it.
This fucking dog.
Honestly.
Honest to God.
She is just, I love her, but she's a pain in my
She's
ass.
beautiful, but oh my God. What
Anyway.
else did we get? We got a little elf for Elf on the Shelf, starting that. I'm not moving him around yet because it's too much of a thing. What else did we get for him? I'm giving you guys all the rundown because I know that there'll be at least 2 mums on here that'll
Yes,
go,
the
I want
mums,
one of
the
them.
milfs.
The MILFs. We're a rare breed, am I right?
Hey. Tell you what else is a rare breed.
Oh,
The perfect cup of tea.
you laughed when I said I wanted to talk about this.
No,
on
I
the
want
show.
to hear it because was it last night that you?
It was
Yeah, it
last
was.
night.
We were sitting out enjoying the sunset
It's very nice.
with our son
Yep.
and a cup of tea.
So good.
What kind of tea?
Oh,
Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire tea, splash
Really
of milk.
good.
Very, very nice.
And
Now,
I had a bit of an old lady moment.
didn't she? She pissed herself. It was bad. It was terrible. But I'm into it. No, she found out that there is a perfect way to make a cup of tea to enjoy it.
I just think there's a way that it hits and then there's a way that it disappoints.
Mm.
So I had been stinging for a cup of tea all day. We've been quite busy the last 2 days.
Haven't we? We tried to squeeze because we're going away tomorrow.
It was a
squeeze
bit-
the
bit
whole
putrid.
weekend. It is. It's bullshit. And
Yeah.
I've got to mow the lawn today.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I was just off it and I was like, no, I really want a cup of tea. So I did it. Didn't let the kettle boil all the way. Big
Wow.
mistake. Because I was
Oh.
just getting, yeah. Anyway, put in the Yorkshire tea, which is sort of like an English breakfast tea, but a little bit, has a bit more of a,
Tang.
it's
twang.
stronger. It's like you know the extra strong Twinings English tea?
Do
It's
I?
like 2 bags of that in one bag.
Holy shit. Too
the
bad.
taste.
Yeah.
Someone will care about this, I'm sure.
I
Anyway,
care.
you put the bastard in,
Yeah.
and then I put in the hot water. Then I put the milk in. But once we actually started drinking the tea, I had a realization that it has to be like not piping hot that you can't drink it, but it was far too drinkable and room temperature. So when I was starting to drink the tea, shut the fuck up, Kate.
Because you're not supposed to drink it in big gulps. It's got to be little.
I finished this cup of tea in about 3 sips because it was lukewarm. And I
that's
went, I'm an
gross.
animal. Why did I do this?
You've just given your tea bag a bath.
Yes, yes.
And you don't
So I
want that.
realised, sorry, Addie. So I realised that there really is an art to the perfect cup of tea.
You gotta get the kettles with the temperatures on them. We got buttons on ours, and you can set it to like different temperatures. You put 90 degrees for coffee and tea.
Oh, 90 degrees.
Yeah, 90 degrees, because 100 degrees is boiling point. Correct me if I'm wrong.
is
Oh, I wonder.
But if
What
you put it at
mine
90,
was.
yeah.
Well,
I let it percolate to a bit, but it was getting near Addie's bedtime and I just wanted this fucking tea, but I should have waited.
I think it depends what you want to do with the tea.
What do you
know,
mean?
well,
Oh, if you want to like really like sit and sort of like
see,
read a book and
it's
enjoy
cold, you know, you
Don't
wanna
do that
enjoy
anymore.
It. No. Whatever happened to relaxing?
it. I wouldn't change it, but I do think
No,
about
I wouldn't change
the
it
bullshit
either.
hours I played The Sims.
Oh, I remember eating dinner together.
We will one day.
Yes.
And then we'll miss it. Trust me. You will. He
No,
will.
I know. It's funny watching Addie grow, and then
It hurts.
it does.
Mm.
I love it though. Like he said, "Dada"
Yes.
the other day. Which
Yeah,
is
I knew it was
crazy.
going to be the first one.
So did I.
Well, that's because
He's got good taste.
He's caught every night. I get in there and go, "Say, Daddy." Fuck.
You're not. It was a definite.
I've been trying to
I
get
know
him to
that-
say "Mama"
Oh, it's fine.
for months.
It's funny though because I know a lot of people say, "Oh, he wouldn't be saying his first word yet" and stuff, and I'd be like that if I heard someone say, "Oh my god, our 7-month-old's saying his first
He's
word."
almost 7.5 months.
There you go. But honest to God, he has said it repeatedly, and it's dada and daddy clear as a bell. And I
weird,
know that
isn't it?
it's what do they say? It's a
He's learning how to make sounds.
yeah. I know it's a sound,
But it's there.
but it's still a first word, guys, and we're excited.
Yeah. Oh, he woke up. Go to bed. He's some ASMR. So where the fuck am I?
The poor thing. Oh, I think his hair's getting lighter too. Oh, so I did have some goss for the channel. Hang on, I'll have a swig of water. Hang on.
He's up.
Good,
He's
because-
grabbing the
Straight
mic.
for the mic.
He's up.
It's on
Look at his
brand.
hand.
Oh, look at him.
I got something to say. You want to get up, Bubba? All right, up you get Monster Mash.
It's okay, Dom. That wasn't a very big nap, Papa.
No, it was not.
That wasn't a hello, everyone.
Good day, everyone. Atticus here.
Hi.
What's happened?
Don't you want that? It's all dirty.
Ew.
Ooh.
What you doing, Bub?
Look at him.
Hey,
Hello,
Mama.
beautiful. Where are we?
What are we talking about?
Okay, I'll be quick
A
because
perfect cup
up.
of tea.
No, I've moved on from that.
Don't eat the table.
So, I was on this mums group that I've mentioned
here
on
we go.
here. It's good shit. I love it. Don't we, Addie?
Yeah, mum. Fuck
so,
yeah, mum.
Okay, and I screenshot it because I knew I wouldn't be able to find it. Let's have a look, Addie boy.
I love how you do that do when you're looking for things.
Do.
Claire does it when we're at like the shops or whatever, and she's
Do
looking for
I?
something. Yeah, if you got to find something, say you're finding your Medicare card the other day.
Oh, fuck.
You're looking for it in your bag. And you go, oh, it's just in here. Do. And I'm like, that's Claire's way of being nervous
I am nervous.
because you never do it around me. It's only when you're nervous.
I'm under pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I've cut off half of it. Fuck. Okay. Long story short, believe it or not, a mum put up on the mums group that she sends her 2-year-old to daycare, which many people do. Blah, 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 blah. And when she came, when she came, shut up! When she came to pick him up, he and his friends were all sitting
Smoking
around.
drugs.
Oh, let me get it out or I'll forget.
Sorry.
They were all sitting around in a group staring at an iPad.
Yeah, right.
Oh, how old were they? 2? Yeah. So, you know how
Thoughts? There's more to it,
when you're asleep,
Oh.
I always put Addie in front of the telly for hours on end.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I do it. I make him watch nature documentaries of kookaburras getting eaten by koalas, and I think he learns a lot from it. He learns about the Australian wilderness.
It just gives us a break.
Gives us a break. What's going on with my voice this morning? Gives us a break to go and get on the cans with each other. Claire and I like to go out the back and smash cans.
He likes this shirt, by the way.
It's a beautiful shirt.
He always looks
Have
at
that
it.
water again.
Yeah.
And I can't talk. You talk.
Okay. Anyway, so she's... Oh, my God.
Sorry,
Poor Addie.
Scared the shit out.
Jesus. You okay, Bubba? Yes. So, I did that on purpose.
It's too young.
Oh no, we don't allow it. Your son probably just wanted to listen to music and that's what we use them for. This was the reply from the educator. So Old Love has said, guys, is this unreasonable for me to approach the supervisor or director about this? I commented after reading a few comments.
Listen here, you fucking.
I said, listen here, you bunch of whores. I said, sounds like iPads are being the babysitter for the apparent professional ones. That's just horrible. I'd definitely be wanting to know what's going on. Not everyone wants their kids or babies having screen time. It should have been discussed previously. iPads are for adults, of course, but I understand. So some people were saying like, oh, my kid has autism and they need their iPad at daycare, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Totally get that. And some parents like their kids having iPads. You do you. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
But I did say
I just wouldn't give Addie one.
iPads are for adults and some kids adore them, particularly if you have special needs, that's fine. But having a bunch of kids huddle around watching Coco Melon for hours on end or some crap while you fork out $150 a day for professional
point.
educators is fucking off, in my opinion.
Yes.
So that was my comment. Many of the other comments were going, oh yeah, mine, they listen to the iPad and watch and play games at daycare. And I was like, what?
Yeah. I think it depends what age, right?
Hello.
Like with the TV, they reckon 18 months.
Yeah. And everyone's different. Don't get me wrong. I
And
understand.
Addie's seen the TV. Like
Yeah.
he sees it when we're watching it. And he watches occasionally like fish on it.
Yes.
Like the aquarium stuff. And that's why we bought him an aquarium.
Yeah. You
Are
tell
you
him,
talking?
Bubba.
You talking?
Yeah.
You say your words.
You tell him, darling. You say, I like my fish on YouTube. But that's why we got him the fish tank, because I even felt a little bit,
I think an
Off
iPad's
about
all
it.
right, and we've spoken about this.
yeah,
An iPad's all right, like if you're traveling, if you're on a flight.
love it. Yeah.
But I just think,
As a treat, because it's like an Xbox. Like it's a game.
yeah, it's something you play for a little bit.
Yeah.
I know with like my youngest brother, when he was younger, he was sort of on the iPad when they came out, and he would have been about 12, 10, whatever he was. But like what it does to their neck is like awful, right? So you sit down like this on a lounge and you're looking down like that. It fucks your neck up straight up. Like particularly with a young person with a much more malleable bone structure. Like if you're a 3-year-old and you're doing that and your head's constantly forward, like your neck's going to set like that, and that's going to give you issues for the rest of your life.
I worry as well, more so about what it does to their actual brain, their speech. and them socialising and things. That's just my opinion. I know some people, that's fine. Like, we met a lovely mum on a plane, didn't we, Addie? And she had her...
Huge tits.
Oh. She had her baby who was quite little watching some dancing fruits on the plane. And I was like, that's cool.
Not for me.
But I wouldn't do it with Addie. That doesn't mean that I think she's a bad mum. I'm just saying I wouldn't personally do it.
We'll fly to Perth and you got to confiscate your fruits.
Lol.
When you get there.
But
so that's not cool.
The comments on this were so mixed. There were some people being like, yep, if it shuts them up, give them the iPad. Were you singing?
I know half of this show is Addie trying to talk into the mic.
Worth it though, isn't
If
it?
you don't like it, don't ever listen again, you losers.
That's right. But yeah, the comments were really funny. There were some people that were all for it. Other people were like, I'm not sending them to daycare or preschool to watch an iPad.
Yeah, and that's a fair point too.
Like, I'm sending them there to
paying
be...
big cash.
Exactly.
To be looked after, to be taught,
But then
to
does
be
that raise the question
educated.
of what level of... What's the word? What degree do some of these educators have?
Well, aren't most of them they've gone to TAFE for a couple of weeks? Like, they're young girls.
Do they have a diploma? Are they young girls just wanting to get some cash? Are they... You know, like, that's the thing. I think there's some great educators
It's the
out
same
there.
with the NDIS and all the carers there.
We talk about this a lot too.
Like, a lot of... Like, my brother's autistic and he
loves his iPad.
he loves it. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Jeez. Take
he
that away
has
from him.
3 going at once.
He's 28. If you take it off, he will beat you.
That's right.
Anyway, he has carers that come in throughout the week and they look after him.
Yeah.
And they're good. But
Your unkie.
there's a lot of people who turn 18 or they leave school and they go straight into a caring role.
Yeah.
And they just don't have...
For the wrong reasons
They get
too.
because it's probably the best paying job you can get at that age.
Yeah.
Because it's very well... The NDIS is quite well funded if you can get the funding. And the NDIS in Australia is the National Disability Insurance Scheme. And basically that just means if you have a disability, you can get medical care, you can get carers, you can get transport, all this shit. You get funding, right? And there's a lot of kids involved in it making, fair cash and they're not fit for the job. No. It's
you
the same.
see them. I've seen them walking around the shops and they're on their phone. And they're like pushing their client around their wheelchair or holding their hand, not, hello, little foot and pepper, not engaging with them, not doing anything. And I wonder, at daycare, and Addie's not in daycare, so I'm speaking as an outsider here. I'm not well versed in the goings on of a daycare centre. But I wonder, when these kids are in there, what level of care are they getting from some of these educators?
Like, I'm sure it's okay care.
Yeah.
But is that what you're paying for?
That's what the mum said. She said, look, I understand that everyone's busy, but
they're being kept alive.
I could keep my kid at home with an iPad and work from home. I'm sending him there for socialising, to play, to learn things, all of these activities that they're meant to be doing. And they're sitting him, like, she could have him play with his iPad at home. What's the point of sending him?
And it sets themselves up for failure. Like, then they get their iPhones when they're a bit older.
Yeah.
And then they get addicted to TikTok.
They get
and
addicted
they start
to all of
buying
it.
shit on, like, we were talking to a person.
Oh!
Yay! We were talking to a lady the other day about TikTok and how much their kids have been just completely changed by it.
It was very sad.
From things from like gender to just all these different things, and even like the things they want for Christmas. They want all these TikTokers merchandise and their
skincare,
which costs a fortune apparently. Like this one
drunk elephant face cream. A 10-year-old wants it. Apparently, all of her mates are getting this moisturizer.
And isn't the same moisturizer that you get like at Myer? That's like half the price.
Pretty much.
And I get that. I know a lot of influencers sell shit. I sell shit,
Addie.
but I don't want to sell stuff to 10-year-old kids.
No.
Like,
and that's the thing. This is where like the screen time thing comes into play. Like it leads to so much stuff. And I just think if you want to try and keep your kids young for as long as possible, read to them. Like,
let their imaginations run.
Take them outside. Don't sit them in front of an
What do we do?
hours.
We check the temperature out the front every morning.
We do a weather check every morning.
We then go out and check the garden.
Yes, we do. We check the garden.
What else do we do? We go for a walk, 2 walks sometimes.
We do 1 walk minimum a day.
What are you doing, you crazy
At
child?
least 1 book a day has always been my thing I've tried to do.
What we're trying to say is we're better parents than all of you.
Definitely not.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're going to end the show today. Take note. All right, this is everything. That's Addie saying, "Wake up to yourselves, you losers."
He's saying, "Give me an iPad, dickheads."
Yeah, give me a bloody iPad, Dad.
But also, I will say, we can't wait till he's a little bit older and we can watch Bluey and stuff.
Oh, I
with him.
can't wait. I'm going to put Pokemon
I just
on
think
every
babies
morning.
shouldn't be glued to iPads. I think toddlers and
I think
kids.
that's a very fair thing to say.
Toddlers and kids in like appropriate amounts of time, sure. But I just think it's a bit off having like a 4-month-old baby watching shit on an iPad. That's just my opinion.
I don't think anyone will disagree. And ladies and gentlemen,
think they will.
If you're in the comment section and you want to leave a comment saying you disagree, do us a favour.
Fuck off.
Fucking jam your thumb up your ass and go and run into a brick wall. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us on the Mum and Dad Show. This is available on Spotify as well, but we'll see you next week. Toodaloo, au revoir.
Bye. He said bye, Addie.
Bye.
You okay? Oh, he might want his bot. Bye.